Hi, I'm Aliyah Ragatagaw, and from engaging with development assessment and planning from 0 to 3 years has been transformative, offering a clear view of how the infants and toddlers thrive in respectful, responsive, and reciprocal environment. My five key learnings are caregivers as teaching, high quality infant care, um, assessment to support growth, the foundations of infants' development, and early literacy expressions. One key insight that I gain is framing teaching as caregiving, as Bowlby's attachment theory shows how secure bonds help the infants to feel safe to explore, while Dean and Gilpis highlight the caregiving as intentional teaching through routines and play. Sensitive and consistent interactions foster a holistic growth to social, emotional, cognitive, and language, and build trust that supports the autonomy and a lifelong emotional security. Studying infant and toddlers' play environments taught me that play is the curriculum itself. Keyworks highlights the need for secure spaces, relationships, routines, while Gerber's emphasizes trusting infants as self-learners. The ITER scale and the 0 to 3 guidelines show that structured yet nurturing environment with caregivers scaffolding rather than controlling foster independence, creativity, and social competence. Play, when respected, becomes the foundation of a lifelong learning. Additionally, the assessment and physical development are closely linked into early childhood education. Joey emphasized the observation as meaningful interpretation, while the early years learning frameworks highlights the assessment as collaborative process. Physical development theories show how reflexes evolve into skills like grasping and walking. Educators must design environment that document the learning and promote growth, making development visible while supporting infants holistically. Another insight is studying infant and toddler development reveals the inseparable link into cognition and social emotional growth. Piaget shows exploration is the foundation of our problem solving, while Erickson and Bowlby stress trust and attachments for autonomy and empathy. Educators must balance stimulation and emotional security using play, um, routines, nurturing responses to build both thinking and resilience. This highlights the educator's roles as guide and secure base, and I realized that supporting infants means shaping both their thinking and feelings as well. This dual responsibility highlights the educator's role as both guide and secure base for the child. I also learned that language and perceptual language are inseparable. Infants build their communication through sensory experiences. Piaget shows how symbolic thought supports vocabulary, while Burke and Keyworks emphasize the sensory integration. I see that environments rich in words, sounds, texture, and images helps infants thrive. Reading, singing, and sensory play are interconnected pathways, and I realized that fostering literacy begins with nurturing the senses to shape both thought and expression. All throughout the course, it reveals that infant and toddlers' education is rooted in caregiving, play, assessment, growth, and literacy. I realized that theories from Bowlby, Piaget, Erikson, Dewey, and K-Works emphasize the secure relationship, observation, and sensory-rich environments. Together, they highlighted the educator's responsibility to nurture holistic development, resilience, and lifelong learning in earliest years.